guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video,
Hey.
I'm with my dad. This is his new channel, and he's going to explain what we're going to do today in this video.
How you doing, guys? Well, as Joanna said, I'm Joanna's dad. They call me the car man. We're gonna show you some videos because we got many different cars here to work on. We got different Porsche, Jaguar, but today we're gonna be working on a 1985 Porsche 944. Now this car was sitting, I would say, for about a year. It's a friend of mine, and what happens is when the car sits for a long time, you don't know what could go wrong, right? So let me show you what happened to this car. First, we disconnected the battery, and my friend was going to drive the car, and there's a pedal here called the clutch. Well, guess what? The clutch is gone. You see, you're supposed to have 3 pedals. Now you see it down there? Can you see the pedal where my finger is? Now look, when you press it, there's no clutch. So that's connected to a part called clutch master cylinder. Now, the other day I came here and the clutch master cylinder is located right in there. It was very hard to get off. So for you guys that are trying to fix a Porsche like this is the master cylinder where I took it out. I have it on my hand right here. Now, if you come over here, I'll explain to you how this works. This is connected to the pedal. When you press down, there's pressure in there, and the fluid comes out. See it? So this one looks like it's working. The only thing that I realized when I took it out, it was stuck from sitting there for a year. So I cleaned it up, I put new fluid in there, and all of a sudden it works.
Do you want to tell them how you cleaned it up?
Yep, we put the air compressor right here. We put brake fluid, which is .3. You have to use on this car's .3 or .4. You can't use anything lower for. It's the same as a brake fluid. Clutch fluid is the same on this car. It uses the same fluid.
These are already out.
There's a bee out here. So this car, we're gonna bring it back alive. So what I did, I took this out, I put air here, I put fluid. This was not moving at all. This was stuck in there. And now look, all of a sudden, it looks like it's working perfect. It comes back and forth, you see? So what we're gonna do today, we're gonna put, before we buy a new one, we're gonna put this back, because there's also one more of these down here. It's called the slave cylinder. But if this one works, then we'll get this puppy running. And I can show you how to install it and everything. Okay, now, first thing you gotta do, you disconnect the battery, which is over there, just in case. You gotta be on the safe side, right? Now you come down there, I'm gonna get my hands down there, I'm gonna put that part back and connect it, which is connects to this hose.
Right there, guys.
Right down there. Now
see that little tube thing?
Now you see this hose that I'm moving with this hand? This is connected to the clutch. It goes all the way down there, and it's got to connect to this.
Down there, soaked up.
Yep. So here's the hose. And for those guys that are trying to fix a Porsche 944, you will say to yourself, oh my God, how do I get in there? This is the air conditioning lines here. This is coming from the computer. You got all these wires, right? So you disconnect this vacuum so you can see. And then you can come from underneath here. And you can use some expansion wrench. I got one right here, which is hiding right here. You see it?
Use expansion wrench.
And it's got this little thing here where you can move in different angles, and you can get down there.
Okay, so
some parts are putting it back in there. These are the 2 screws, the 2 nuts that hold the part. You have them right here. So we're gonna get set up, and we're gonna put this back. And after we put it back, we're going to show you how to bleed the system. Bleeding is getting all the air out of this line here. And then we're going to see if we can get this guy running. You could also buy a rebuild kit for this. You can take it apart. You take off that little lock there. You can put a rebuild kit, which is very simple to rebuild. This is about between $155 to $250 if you buy it at any auto part. You can find it on eBay for about 110, 90 bucks, but the best thing is to put a new one. I'm just going to do the test to see if this is the problem with the clutch. And we'll take a little break and we'll be back with you guys soon. This one here is a manual, right? 5-speed. So we'll see what happens in a couple more minutes when we get it all set up. Or we should take a break. Okay, we'll take a break, and don't forget to see the car man, because we're going to repair a lot of cars, and then I'm going to show you step by step. We'll be back. Peace.
Yes, we're back.
Oh. Now that we're back here, I'm going to take this from down here, and we're going to figure out how to put this bolts in here. Now, you don't want to drop these because you need a magnet. Once this bolt falls in there, you need a magnet. So where I'm going to put this
Is on the top.
I'm going to, if you do this, then that's going to fall off, right? So we're going to find something. I'm going to put a little piece of Teflon.
You guys can buy this Teflon anywhere.
Yeah, this people use it for plumbing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this Teflon around the bolt, like that. So it can get stuck in here and we don't lose it. Let's see.
So it's kind of like a grip,
Yep. Some
basically.
people, you can use also electrical tape. But the Teflon came off, we'll put more.
So we're gonna put more of the Teflon.
This has got to go
Because
in there. How about you could also put the Teflon, it's very thin. You cut a little piece here. You could also do this. Take the wrench, put the Teflon like that, and you take, this is, by the way, this is the 13 millimeter that you need.
Let's just show the camera.
13 millimeter. That's the size that you need to take this bolt out. Now you see, the Teflon is holding it in place. Once we start screwing, then we can pull this out with the Teflon. So we got one bolt, get ready.
We could easily screw this in, and then the two parts here, we could easily just pull them out from that way.
Because trust me, the other day I dropped one of these in between the engine, even with a magnet.
And that's not a good idea. So.
Okay, so now I'm going to take this clutch master cylinder, and I'm going to go from behind here. I'm going to get it in there.
You just wait.
Maybe we could just get it through here. And then
Yeah, we could get it from here. So you just connect it.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of love. Now I got it in there. I'm holding it with this thing here. I'm going to get my hand in here. Go all the way around from down here.
And pull it up.
And try to put it
Okay, I'll just move this piece. So he's trying to put it in.
in. Yeah.
Into that little thing we showed you guys earlier. Looks like it's,
A little bit crooked.
see, as you guys see, the little red piece down there you see, we're trying to hook that up, so that's what you gotta do, hook it up, the big part, not the tube.
There. It looks like we got it right in position. You see it?
So, we got it right in position, it's nice and tight.
Oh, I forgot one little piece. I'll go get it right now. It's called a rubber boot. We got to get a rubber boot that goes in there for the dirt. I will be ready.
So I'll explain, I'll just try to show him a better angle while you go
Oh,
get
it's
it.
right here.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
right
I need the other pieces inside. I'll get it. I'll be
Okay.
right back.
So guys, he basically attached not this part, it's the downer part down here, and he attached it into that little red thing we were talking about earlier. It's underneath that little red thing. As you can see, that red thing it's really hard to see, but it's like if you see it, it's right above my finger. You see that little red dot? Okay. It's hooked up, and on top of it is attached right beside that little red thing. It's attached right there.
Right here.
That's what you gotta do. Okay.
So now guess what? I'm gonna have to pull it out again. That's why I left it connected to this hose so I can
Just move this vacuum. Just gonna try to get it out.
Yep.